morning, everybody. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Today we have McKenna Collins joining us. She is the current Miss Wisconsin America because yesterday Miss America just announced that they're dropping the swimsuit competition and changing the evening gown potential. So interesting that you're going to join us today. We're going to chat about that a little bit. Good to see you.
Great to see you. It's almost been a year since I was crowned and I was here, so it's good to be back with you.
It was right before you went to Miss America.
Yes, that's right.
How was your experience at Miss America?
Oh, it was amazing. I think, you know, it's hard to describe because you fit so much into those 2 weeks when you're there at Miss America, but it was some of the most empowering 2 weeks of my life.
Yeah. That's so cool. So the news comes out and they say no more swimsuits, we might change up the evening gown portion of it. Your first thoughts are what?
You know, initially, I'm going to be honest, I was a little disappointed because I loved swimsuit. It was a very empowering moment for me to walk both on the Miss Wisconsin stage and the Miss America stage. And you probably understand this, Tiffany. You know, you work so hard. Yeah, you work hard. I didn't roll out of bed looking like that. That's for sure.
You know, you are a former professional ballerina.
Yes, and so I had that experience in, you know, that preparation, which helped. But you know, it's 2018. I get it. We need to modernize. Over the years, the Miss America pageant has modernized by adding different elements to the competition, the talent competition, the interview competition. In 1921, we started out as bathing beauties. Yeah. And so we've come a long way, and I can see.
Which it was progressive at that time.
Right. I can see we need to continue to be progressive.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because we were talking this morning just about swimsuit competition. I said, you know, it's such a small part of the percentage of the scoring. It's like 10% of your score for the competition. It has nothing to do with the job that you do throughout the year. And I really think it's kind of been for viewers. It's really been for the people watching. And a big part of it is the fact that it's not helping with advertising. It's not, the average viewer doesn't always love swimsuits. So maybe it's time. I don't have a feeling either way. I liked swimsuit competition as well. But I think maybe it's time with the movement women are having.
Well, I can tell you what, I never once in my 51 weeks of being Miss Wisconsin appeared in a swimsuit at an event.
Swimsuit and heels?
Right, right. But you know, I really appreciate that Miss America is still cultivating that sense of beauty, but we're focusing more on beauty of character and beauty of determination, beauty of resilience, and I love that.
Well, and I wonder too, because of the whole Me Too movement and so much, I mean, we were just watching Mira Sorvino on the Today Show, and you know, her experience in kind of being blackballed from Hollywood in these sexual advances, and I think people are more sensitive to it than ever before, potentially in our history. And I think advertisers are sensitive to sponsoring something where the emphasis is so much on looks and body and being sexy and all of these things. And so I feel like it's sort of a response to that. And I think the question is, you know, can you protect the integrity of it, but then still make these advancements and change it in a way that's positive?
Right. Well, and you know, Miss America has always been about character, and it's about finding women who are goal-oriented and ambitious. But to an outsider, I can completely understand how that may not have necessarily been portrayed through the swimsuit competition.
Well, I said to Tiff, if we're going to talk about this, I got to see a picture of you in your bikini when she was Miss Minnesota.
So I sent her that last night.
So this
I love it.
Check her out in her bikini.
You look amazing. Oh my gosh.
I said, I texted you this last night, McKenna, but I'm like, if you see those abs, call me because I'm looking for them. I'm trying to find them again. I don't know where they are, but I'm definitely trying to get them. And it's interesting. So a friend of mine in Minnesota who competed, we have a series of her pictures. Her name is Asia Myshak. She let me share her photos. This is the first time she competed compared to I think 3 or 4 years later when she competed, and the change that she made. And I thought what was interesting is that
that's her on the left
that's her
and on the right?
in all 3 pictures.
That's crazy.
And if we can scroll up a little bit, because I want to say what she said, but she asked the question, she said, should I feel ashamed or unintelligent that I enjoyed competing in a swimsuit in the swimsuit competition? She said to her, the change feels like it's like a high school who creates those dress codes that target young women so that they don't distract the boys. And she asks, haven't we moved past this? Can't I feel great about being in a swimsuit and feel like that's my power suit? And so she felt a little bit opposite than I think many of the viewing audience or average America feels. And I thought it was a valid point to share because it's very different. And you can see how much she changed as a person and the confidence she gained.
Absolutely. Well, and I think it's important to note too, I mean, I completely understand where she's coming from. I loved swimsuit, but I think it's important to note that you have opportunities in other areas of competition to showcase that confidence that you have in your walk, in your your demeanor and show off how physically fit you are.
Yeah.
What's the biggest lesson or biggest thing that you've gained being Miss Wisconsin the year?
I think it's just to appreciate other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Honestly, being Miss Wisconsin has made me a better listener. It's made me more open to other viewpoints, and that's a wonderful skill that I'll take with me for the rest of my life.
Good for you, giving up the crown this weekend.
Yeah,
That's right, June 16th.
And people can watch on Saturday to see all the great action. Congratulations to you on a great year.
Thank you.
You look fantastic. We're proud to have you representing our state.
It's next weekend.
Thanks
June
so much.
16th.
Oh, I'm sorry, next
and
weekend.
they'll still have swimsuit competition, so if you want to see
Yes.
the last swimsuit competition in Wisconsin, you can go next weekend
That's
to Miss
right.
Wisconsin.
It's historic. You don't want to miss it.
The end of
Thank
an
you.
era. MissWisconsin.org is where you can find out more about tickets. Thanks, McKenna.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you.